Talk continues right here on the Morning Scramble. Thank you for being with us on this overcast day in northern Arizona, maybe the entire state, getting the monsoon season. Randy's my co-host today, Randy Karp, the author of Misinformed About Food. Do you like the overcast, the rainy days? I do. I like that.
I think we're blessed to be living in an environment that's so funky. This whole mountain thing, every day is a new experience. And the fresh air, positive ions, which are very healthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
When a storm builds up, you have which ions in the air?
Very positive ions, no different than a waterfall.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why I like it so much.
It's very helpful. People, ions we could do another show on sometime, but negative
and I'm sure we will.
And positive. But the negative ones, like when exercise belts, when people wear them, they sound great. You could put a belt on and get all this, but you're getting all these negative ions. Here in this wonderful weather, you're getting positive ones.
On the phone for us, we have Dr. Yasinski talking about shopaholics. Are you a shopaholic? What is the definition? I don't want to take that quiz, doctor, because I'm afraid I might. No, I don't think I really am a shopaholic, although I like to shop. I don't think I'm a shopaholic. Doctor, thank you for talking to us. It's not a myth. There are people who can be termed shopaholics. Is this correct?
Yeah, no, it's definitely more common than people think, and I think when I talk about this topic, everyone is scared at first that they actually might be a shopping addict, but usually I assure them that it's you know, there are definitely criteria to fill, and not everyone that enjoys shopping is a
Do you think the internet? Do you think the internet is causing a lot of that? We're getting an extreme buzz in our. Thank you so much. Do you think the internet is causing a lot of this phenomena, shopaholics?
Yeah, I think it's definitely contributed over the last few years. I don't know in pure numbers if more people have become shopaholics or they've just diverted attention from regular shopping to the internet.
Okay. So, but the internet, you know, talking about what attributes to this, the internet makes it so much more accessible, though, to you.
It does, and there's, you know, I'm sure that people do go on the internet much more frequently, but even before the internet, this was a well-documented problem in the literature, and you know, just as many cases seem to be around. So I'm not sure pure numbers-wise, it's definitely easier than it used to be overindulging in shopping, that's for sure, with the internet.
Well, doctor, let me ask you a question. It would seem to be almost the opposite effect to me, and I guess I'd like to hear what you think, but at one point in time, there was a danger involved in going into a store. There was a certain type of behavior and a person that enjoyed doing that. And isn't it more innocuous now with the internet and less exciting for them to pull something off, so to speak?
Less exciting for the shopper?
Well, for the person that has this problem, wasn't there a certain degree of excitement to go in a store and to...
Well, you're thinking of someone who wants to do some shoplifting. Obviously, you can't shoplift. You can't shoplift on the internet.
Well, but there are also people that love the joy of going in there, trying things on, taking them home, and returning them over and over again.
Exactly.
Right?
That's a form of it, yes. And the excitement of shopping. That's a very good point, Randy.
And doesn't that excitement, isn't that kind of lost now for those people that are doing this on the internet?
Yeah, there's definitely, I think, you know, there was that enjoyment. People do, however, find the same pleasure or similar pleasure when they're especially looking for deals online, shopping online. Nowadays, online is so extravagant, some of the websites, that you can almost look at everything, pictures and videos, and I think some of the same behavior can be done, and the same sense of pleasure, the pleasure-induced hormones in our brain that come from shopping can happen sitting there online purchasing as it is in the store. So I don't know if...
Doctor, that's interesting because Randy's going to talk about hormones a little later in the show. But speaking of that, if we took a quiz, what questions would we answer on the positive that would indicate that we were a shopaholic?
Sure. The two biggest things I look at, probably the most important, is really taking a look at your life in terms of how you're functioning. So whether or not your relationships, either with your family, your spouse, your friends, are being at all negatively impacted, either because you're spending too much time shopping rather than putting it into a relationship, whether or not your work or your job is being negatively impacted due to excessive time spent shopping, or just in general, if there's been maxing out your credit cards, some financial destruction, or any part of your life that's turned dysfunctional, is kind of the telltale sign and the criteria that I use to really determine that. And second would be if your main coping skill in life when things don't go well is you turn to shopping.
You shop.
That's
like a woman.
other telltale sign.
When she's feeling blue or depressed, go buy a new pair of shoes or hat or whatever.
Well, I guess I'm sorry, we're almost out of time. Just very quickly, what's the one common thread between all these people, an unfulfilled need?
Yeah, most of it, or a lot of it, dates back, especially early on, with unfulfilled emotions, support systems in their life, looking to fill the need of emotions with practical things or with objective things, and our society is based around that, so it doesn't help. That's what really drives it in a lot of the cases.
Well, all I can do is tell you how much we appreciate having somebody out there that's actually helping people that have this difficulty. I'm speaking as a person that really zealously guards my wallet and doesn't like to shop.
And there's definitely help out there.
Doctor, excuse me, honey, hold. We're going to come back after a short commercial break. Stay with us, okay?
Okay.
Dr. Yasinski on the phone talking about, are you a shopaholic? You might be surprised. Back after this.
When it comes to getting my family to eat breakfast, I need all the help I can get. I tell them, come straight to the table. I say, it's breakfast time, not playtime. There's fruit, milk, and I'm putting a little Nutella on your whole wheat toast. Funny, that last part gets through.
Serving Nutella is quick and easy. Its great taste comes from a unique combination of simple ingredients like hazelnuts, skim milk, and a hint of cocoa.
Okay, plates in the sink. Grab your backpack.
Nutella. Breakfast never tasted this good.
Cliff Castle Casino Hotel has been voted Arizona's #1 casino for over a decade. Our casual-friendly atmosphere offers a variety of gaming options to keep everyone entertained. So after enjoying a winning night in the casino, relax in one of our comfortable rooms or suites. We're located in the heart of the Verde Valley's wine country, just south of Sedona. Cliff Castle Casino Hotel, your entertainment destination, close to it all, far from ordinary.
Are your teeth keeping you from a better job? The career you want? Romance in your life? At Western Dental, our dentists and specialists can help. Whether it's for whitening, wisdom teeth, dentures, braces, or even implants, we make people smile every day, children and adults. And we offer interest-free installments, even if your credit isn't perfect. Call us at 1-800-6-DENTAL. We're here for you.
We don't have Cox high-speed internet, so every time the internet buffers, my dad calls it bonding time.
Hi, Ashley. So nice to finally meet Tyler's lady. Lady.
Why are we like the only ones that still have DSL?
You know, Ashley, I know all about you. I checked his browser history.
Cox high-speed internet is America's fastest internet, is rated by PCMag.com, so you can watch all your videos without all the DSL buffering. Just $19.99 a month. Call, click, or come by today and find out why more people choose Cox.
This portion of Morning Scramble is brought to you by Gurley Street Grill. Quality, quickly.
Dr. Yasinski on the phone, we're talking about, are you a shopaholic? What is the definition of one? And this is very unusual in today's world, no matter what type of medical doctor you are, or psychiatrist or psychologist, you make house calls.
Right, I do. I have a dedicated house call practice in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I basically bring every type of psychiatric service, addiction, therapy, and prescribing medications to the comfort of people's homes. So I just kind of offer them a new level of privacy and comfort that really doesn't exist out there in traditional treatment.
So let's talk about privacy that doesn't exist for a minute. And let's talk about the internet, and let's talk about Groupon. What kind of effect has that had on what you described during the break as basically a bulimic shopper? And maybe you can explain what that term means.
Sure. The bulimic shopper is really analogous to what we call bulimia and an eating disorder, which is someone that sets out to shop an excessive amount, buys and hoards clothes or whatever it is, and then with the purpose of returning it and knowing that they will return it. So
wow, it sounds just like what you do with food.
Exactly. So the purging of things, basically. And it's a very difficult group to actually treat therapeutically, and they do stand out as a specific group. So it's interesting. There is a subset of people that suffer with this in shopping.
What is the medical term for a shopaholic?
Oniomania is how it's
What is it? Oniomania?
O-N-I-O mania. Oniomania.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Doctor, go ahead. Please, go ahead.
I was going to comment on Groupons. It is interesting that's kind of brought the phenomenon of what used to be kind of the holiday shopping deals where people would pretty much trample anyone for a deal, people rushing in the store just to get a good deal, and Groupon has kind of bought the good deal to your morning computer and your email by sending you constant updates of good deals, which is a very good tactic marketing-wise, but people are very susceptible to wanting a good deal, and for some reason, people just get a surge of pleasure from feeling like they've got some kind of good deal. So Groupon really plays on people's susceptibilities, which has been an interesting phenomenon.
Now, is this a support group? Explain Groupon.
So Groupon is typically
Groupon?
Kind of like a coupon, which is basically...
No, I don't. Randy said I know, but I don't. I'm so sorry, I don't.
Well, that's okay. It's just, Doc, you can explain what they are.
Okay.
Yeah, a Groupon is kind of a deal that's sent out, or you have the option to purchase that it's something different every day in your area, typically, and they're just certain. You pay a price for $10 and you get
I learned something.
free meals.
I didn't know that. Well, you know, retail stores are constantly, whether it's in this form or whatever they're doing, maybe it's in the newspaper, on the radio, hot deals running out, so many left, only a few left, get it while, you know.
Black Friday, look at Black Friday. How many of these people line up and are the ones that get stampled on Black Friday?
Exactly.
Well, there's an interesting, a few studies that have looked at people will pay the exact same price, but you take one person that pays a fixed price with no discount. The other person will pay the same price, but it'll look like they're paying a discounted price because they'll start off higher. And the person that gets the deal walks away much more happy, pleasurable, and satisfied than the person who didn't get the deal, even though they paid the exact same price. So it is some phenomenon.
It's like I used to go to Tijuana, you know, everybody would raise the price and they'd give me a portion off, and there was a lot more than I got.
It's more fun. Of course, we're all susceptible to it to a degree. Doctor, everybody can find you in Scottsdale?
Yeah, I'm in Scottsdale. I have a website, YasinskiPsychiatry.com, and if you need any kind of, I'm one of the few psychiatrists who do actual psychotherapy and medication. Most just do medication these days, and I do both of them. So if you have any need for any psychiatric care or shopping addiction care, then
I have some needs for psychiatric care.
Let me tell you, I'm at the top of, I'll be first in line on that one. Doctor, thank you so much.
Doc. Thanks a lot.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for joining us.